Do not listen to this recording while driving a vehicle or operating machinery. Only listen when and where it is safe to relax deeply. Welcome. The purpose of this guided sleep meditation for seeing new opportunities is to help individuals enter into a deep state of relaxation while also seeing that a vast array of new interesting opportunities can manifestly be made available. And this can be accomplished either while sitting down with your spine straight, if you feel like applying yourself more robustly, perhaps using cushions to support your knees, hips, and general back area, or lying down if you feel like relaxing more passively. Either way is fine. And once you are comfortably situated, you can gently close your eyes if you have not already done so. And as you do, take note of your breath, because it may be that you are using both your nose and your mouth together for breathing in and breathing out. Or maybe you are using only one or the other, and either way is perfectly all right. As you settle in and follow your own unique, individual, naturally relaxing breathing rhythm, because you will be the captain of your ship throughout this entire voyage. And you'll be able to disembark anytime you feel like doing so. So now you can prepare to relax deeply. By bringing your thoughts to your crown, your scalp, the very top of your head and body, for that matter. Perhaps detecting, somewhat surprisingly or remarkably, some tightness in this area. As you slowly and gradually begin quieting the mind. While embarking on a journey within. Transposing now to the temples, around the eyes, as well as the forehead, where very strong, ever-present tension and stress may also very well reside. Letting it all go. Letting it all melt away. Slowly. Little by little. Gently releasing pressure, anxiety, worry, loosening, dislodging, tightness, tension, stress. As you continue, steadily breathing in and breathing out. Knowing that if ever you naturally feel like taking the occasional deeper breath in order to replenish the air in your lungs, then your body will simply do so, because, after all, you're only following your instincts while doing what comes automatically. By just absorbing air in and letting air out. Taking in what you need, releasing what you no longer need. Perhaps discovering along the way, as these moments continue to unfold, more reflective aspects of yourself, greater discernments, deeper thoughts, not taking in more than you can handle, just taking in the precisely correct amount allotted to you today. Not forcing anything, just following the flow. The proper natural course, which is right for you at this time in your life. Focusing more specifically now on that pulsating center between the brows, above the bridge of the nose. Looking within freeing up new inner dimensions and sensitivities. Perhaps liberating new understandings and insights. Expanding the mind to new potentials, possibilities, going deeper. Where profound repair, regeneration, restoration will occur. All of this while continuing to feel safe, secure, protected. Relaxing the cheeks now while slackening the jaw. As we make our way down to the throat. And determine that this is a time to take a courageous inventory of the speech, the everyday spoken word, because on occasion, hurtful, harmful things might have been said. Sometimes unintentionally, simply brought about as a result of feeling defensive, unsafe, or insecure. Conversely, one little positively encouraging message, well placed, well timed, can mean so much and make such a world of difference. So acknowledging the throat and the voice for the powerful instruments they are, and forgiving others as we forgive ourselves for things that might have been said or left unsaid. We resolve, going forward, to speak with greater harmony, temperance, and we let our communication be yea and nay wherever possible, and to resonate more from the heart. Thereby cultivating, encouraging love, compassion within. While outwardly conveying goodwill, kindness to others. Selflessly transmitting hope, encouragement whenever we can, thereby engendering a stabilizing waterfall of overall uplifting acceptance. A caring yet balanced forbearance. An attentive yet detached and non-judgmental disposition. Taming uneasiness. Soothing the nerves. In the stomach. At the solar plexus. Enhancing moderation, equilibrium, composure. With a greater sense of longer-term peace, tranquility. As we initiate an outright return to the authentic self, where we get ever closer to experiencing the soul's true nature. While becoming more in tune with our internal benevolence. Touching intuition, recognizing, understanding that we truly have within us the intrinsic quality of being everything we were always meant to be. Of unshackling ourselves from whatever past behaviors, entrenched habits, old thought patterns that admittedly might have served us or been relied upon in the past along our journey, but today no longer genuinely serve us anymore. And this may become further evident the closer down we move into the essence of our being. From the point of our creative conception to the point where we merge into this physical world, firmly grounded, we choose to develop, expand, and manifest our inherent power by applying practical, realizable self-direction and control. As we exercise our all-knowing wisdom and free will, while evolving into our own rightful, sacred excellence and purity, one singular, decisive act at a time. For instance, in regards to seeing new opportunities, briefly recall, just for a moment, a former situation where you possibly were internally prompted with an idea of pursuing a certain goal, but then were stopped as a result of some negative thought or discouraging belief or a seemingly insurmountable difficulty that came up. Or perhaps you just realized that in the end, that particular endeavor was just not going to be very fulfilling. And as you bring to mind this former situation where you perhaps went from being initially excited and enthused to eventually concluding that it was ultimately not going to be your chosen path, briefly re-experience what you felt, what you told yourself, what you saw and heard. And perhaps you can now see, looking back, that somehow the stars, so to speak, might not have been, for whatever reason, properly aligned, or maybe the timing wasn't right. So, in a way, you can now take that situation and encapsulate it as a depicted, colorless, former, frozen in time snapshot from the past. that you can now simply nudge into the clouds above. So that it can fittingly float far up and away. Which you can observe becoming smaller and smaller. Until it completely melts and dissolves into the infinite universe. Where the good parts of that prior experience, including the efforts you put in, can now be transmuted into a renewed learning experience gained along the way. Upon which you can build. Which can now be a positive energy. Retransmitted back to you. As you now return to your current situation, because going forward, you're going to create a strong scenario for yourself. One where you are free to consider any number of new, positive, potentially attractive ideas and opportunities. That can all be looked upon as nothing more than one of many prospective projects that come along. Without you necessarily having to feel any pressure to reach any hasty judgments or decisions on any of them, one way or the other. But can instead all be simply envisaged with a clear mind and conscience. In order to be contemplated upon in terms of one of many practical, feasible opportunities that are presented and available to you. That could potentially become, in their own right, a calling card. And by getting in touch with your instincts, to better discern your natural interests and convictions, as well as what your intuition is telling you. would be a truly, greatly satisfying pursuit. You can, at any preliminary stage, without being fully vested, purely just assess each possibility as it presents itself as either deserving your further attention or not. As you purposefully raise your antenna to help you intuitively sense whether or not there is any untoward internal conflict or resistance that arises whenever you consider any one of these opportunities. Perhaps manifested as a small voice inside of you, telling you to stop before you even begin. In which case, you can gratefully acknowledge this inner guidance. But if, on the other hand, a particular project initially feels right, then you can certainly further enlighten yourself in regards to any future possibilities. Where your internal resources can be called upon to enable you and guide you further. As to whether you should successfully embark upon what could be a personally life-fulfilling ambition. That feels right for you. While being in harmony with your deepest desires. And by quieting the mind in this way, while listening to your heart and intuition, you can enter into this realm of heightened possibilities, where in time you can perhaps get in touch with a certain inkling that can set you up on a suitable path. Because when you have the indication that all aspects or parts of yourself are fully on board and in concordance, then you can move forward with greater confidence towards your ultimate destiny. In a well-contemplated, concentrated manner. Which will favor you to make the most assiduous decisions along your chosen path. As you work out your true purpose in life. Which is propelling you forward. Closer to your inherently built-in natural talents and abilities. That will work the greater good for you as well as others. As you happily, successfully devote yourself to your true passion. And so, you can be pleased now, because you have cleared for yourself a new path which leads to a greater understanding, a greater awareness, and you will find in time that the more of these positive steps you take, the more enabled and graciously empowered you will increasingly become. And as we close this session, you'll be able to carry with you, going forward, an evolving sense of progressing well-being, while being armed with the knowledge that you can always replenish your source, perhaps by redoing this or any other such exercises, either as a reinforcement or as a refresher, as you continue moving towards the fulfillment of your ultimately enlightened destiny. Thank you. Goodbye.